Hi, my name's Zach Westerbeck, and I'm on a mission to share my mental health journey with as many college students and business professionals and anybody who will listen as possible. You see, I had my first mental health run-in when I was 22 years old. It was something that I never expected. I grew up in the Midwest, very typical American male guy, played sports, was in a fraternity, and always had a stigma around mental health. You know, I thought it was for weak people or for crazy people, right? But life had a bigger plan for me. And in 2016, I started to experience the most intense anxiety that I had ever had in my entire life. And like a gray cloud rolling in over the hills, depression set in. And every single day felt like the hardest day to get through. When I woke up, I wanted to go right back to bed. And when I would get through my workday, all I would want to do is go back and sleep. I was miserable in my own skin. And on the outside, I looked like I had it all together. But on the inside, I felt like my world was crumbling around me. Now, everything came to a head as the thoughts began to intensify and worsen. When I stepped out onto my balcony to observe the Raleigh city skyline, and I looked over the edge, and boom, a thought popped into my head. And it was a voice inside of my head that was telling me to go kill myself. And I took a step back, heart beating out of my chest, tears welding up in my eyes, and I realized that I had been going through this secretly for so many months on my own, and that things were getting worse and I needed help. So I called my dad up, and with tears in my eyes, all choked up, trying to act tough though, right? Because I don't want him to judge me. I tell my dad that I'm having these horrible thoughts. My brain is telling me to kill myself, and I don't know what to do. I'm so scared and I'm lost. And there's this long pause on the other end of the phone. And he tells me, son, I think it's time that you go get some help. And for the first time in my entire life, I stepped into a psychologist's office and I started to get the help that I needed. But things wouldn't come to a head until September of 2016, when I flew up to New York City to visit my girlfriend with an antidepressant pill bottle in hand. You see, things had gotten so bad, the thoughts had gotten so intense that I could not see myself going a single day more. I felt so miserable that I would have done anything to take that pain away. And I thought that these pills would do it. So when I went up to New York and saw my girlfriend, here we are in her car, and we're passionately going back and forth. I'm telling her, I can't go one more day without this medicine. You don't understand. Nobody understands. Nobody gets it. And she's telling me, your doctor said that you could get better. If you work the program that she put in place for you, you could get better over time. I know it might be hard, but buckle down. And we sat there in silence. I had a choice to make. I could go down the path of taking the medicine, which I'm not against, might I add. I think if somebody needs them, they should take them. But I knew that that was going to mask the pain and only prolong what I needed to do. Or I could do the hard work. I could buckle down. I could do the work that the doctor had prescribed for me. I could dig deep into my passions, and I could get better. And you guys can probably guess which path I chose. And I'm happy to say that today, I'm better now than I ever was even before I went through that challenging time. I believe that my mental clarity and sharpness is better now than it was before. And it's because I've completely changed everything that I do in my life. And that's why I'm here now speaking to you, because I'm ready to go on my mission to share my story. There's a stigma around mental health. Humans still don't fully understand it. We've sent ships to space. We've explored the abysses of the ocean, and we've explored every square inch of our planet. Yet we don't know the own depths of our minds. So I want to get out in front of college students and business professionals, and first and foremost, let them know that if they're struggling with something, it's okay. Believe me, if you would have told me this was my path 4 years ago, I would have laughed in your face. I would have never imagined this for myself. But I want everybody to know that it's okay. And then secondly, I want to help share some best practices on things that you can do to improve your mental health. And this is for everybody. Everybody can benefit from this. The same way that you lift a weight to strengthen your muscles is the same way that you can do exercises to strengthen your mind. And lastly, I want to help people to identify the signs and symptoms when depression and anxiety are creeping in, because I understand that they can be crippling. Believe me, I've been there. And now, here I am, sharing my story. I appreciate you tuning in. I look forward to speaking at your school or business.